The wind screamed through the broken shell of the bomber as it plummeted through the grey November sky. Inside, chaos reigned. Flames licking the fuselage, metal groaning, men shouting. The crew of the B-17 Flying Fortress Liberty Bell was going down fast over occupied France 1944. Amongst them was Private Jack Turner, a 23-year-old gunner from Ohio. The youngest in the crew, the one everyone called Lucky. But luck had finally run out. "Bail out! Bail out!" the captain yelled. Parachutes were ripped from their racks, hands trembling. Smoke filled the cabin. Jack coughed and fumbled for his chute, but froze. Lying against the wall, bleeding, was a German pilot, one they had captured only hours ago when his Messerschmitt crashed. The mission had been to escort him back to base for interrogation. But now, both of them were going down in the same burning plane. The German, Hans Keller, could barely move. His leg was shattered and he was whispering something in broken English. "Please, help. I don't want to die here." Jack looks around. 5 parachutes, 6 men, 1 German prisoner. Someone shouted, "We don't have enough." The captain ordered, "Leave him. He's enemy." Jack's heart pounded. His hands shook as the plane began to tear apart. The floor buckled. Flames kissed his boots. In that instant, he saw not a uniform, not an enemy, but a man, terrified, clinging to life. Jack made a decision that would echo through history. He strapped the parachute onto Hans's chest. The German's eyes widened. No, you... Jack smiled faintly. "You've got a wife, right?" Hans nodded through tears. "Then go home to her." Before Hans could protest, Jack shoved him toward the open hatch. The wind roared, flames trailed behind them like ghosts. Hans fell, spinning, tumbling, and then his chute opened. White silk against black smoke. A miracle. The others jumped. The captain looked back for Jack, but there was no parachute left. Jack stayed behind, trapped, coughing, the world collapsing around him. His last words were whispered to the empty sky. "Tell my mom, I did something good." The plane exploded in a flash of orange and silver, scattering pieces across the French countryside. Hours later, German villagers gathered near a field where the wounded pilot Hans had landed. He was alive, burned, limping, shaken, but alive. And in his hands, he clutched the dog tag of the man who saved him. Turner, Jack D., USAF. Hans was captured by Allied forces a week later, but before being taken away, he asked to speak to an American officer. When they brought one, he said quietly, "Your man, your soldier, gave me his life. I will never forget the sky that day. Years passed. The war ended. Hans Keller returned to Germany, rebuilt his life, and named his first son Jack, after the man who saved him. He wrote letters to Jack's mother in Ohio. Letters that arrived months later, trembling in her hands. In them, Hans described the moment her son gave away his parachute, and how his selflessness had saved an enemy life. She read the letters every night until she died, not in grief but in pride, because her son, in the darkest hour of war, had chosen compassion over hatred, mercy over vengeance, love over survival. In 1972, Hans traveled to the United States. He visited a small cemetery in Ohio, a white headstone among hundreds of others. He knelt, placed a folded German flag beside it, and whispered, You gave me the sky, I give you my life." Even now, veterans tell the story of Jack Turner, the soldier who gave his parachute to a German and fell to his death. Not because he was ordered to, not because anyone was watching, but because he believed that even in war, humanity must never die.